Oh man, I always feel so short standing beside you.
I got my little running shoes on today too.
You got your lifts on. Okay, crunch time. Crunch time with Steve Del Col from Zooma Caters. Yeah, that's after the show. Okay, so this is a kind of a neat thing because I was telling you a story yesterday. We were making burgers. And I was like, oh, we need some pickles. Went down to the canteen and found a jar of pickles that my mom gave me like 3 years ago that I had lost.
Were they dated as well?
They were dated, so I knew that they were 3 years old. You crack them open, it's like, oh, these are still good.
And they're perfect.
Okay, this is different than that.
That's that conventional thing where you're canning and then boiling to create a seal, putting it in the cantina. And this is the opposite end of the spectrum. This is quick pickling that can be done the day of, the night before.
The day of?
The day of. If you're doing something like the pickled onions, you could do it in the morning and achieve that kind of look by dinner time.
Do you want to start with the onions?
Yeah, sure.
So how do we do these onions, Steve?
So everything is kind of based on a similar brine where we're using like a 3-to-1 mixture of vinegar to water just to kind of thin it down a little bit. And then we're adding a 50-50 mix of salt and sugar, about a tablespoon per cup of liquid. And then basically, so we slice up our onions, throw them in the brine, and then boom, overnight or end of day, you get this beautiful color. Take some of that harshness away.
Can I have a little bit? Oh
yeah.
This is even just a harshness of the onion.
Yeah. That sometimes people have a problem with the raw onion, so this just kind of pulls back. Yeah. And makes it really quite pleasant. I mean, you can just snack on them, really, right?
But besides snacking on them, what would you be using these for?
Topping on salads, throw them on a sandwich, like if you're doing a pulled pork sandwich or something like that, would be great for a topper with that. And and just even like a garnish on a finished plate because they're so pretty.
Well, they didn't even think with the different colors, even on the shelf.
Yeah. Oh, they're.
Do you put them in the fridge, or can you just keep them out?
So when you're quick pickling, because we're not sealing, this stays in the fridge the whole time.
Okay.
And they're going to last you at least a week to 10 days before they start to kind of fade in color a little bit. Okay. And that's true. So we did the same thing with the blueberries. We did radishes and some fennel stock as well. You can see
that's what this is? I thought it was. What did I think this was?
You were saying rhubarb.
Rhubarb,
right?
Yeah, because
it's got that pink color, yeah. Okay. But you'll get that licoricey flavor from the fennel. Yeah. And then we sort of bend that recipe a couple of ways. So we can go this way and do preserved lemons. So we triple the amount of sugar and salt in the brine, and then we just throw in chunks of lemon that have been washed, peel and everything. Yeah. And this stuff's amazing because it's so well preserved that it's. We'll take it, chop it up, throw it on a salad. It's just got great flavor for throwing on chicken, like if you're roasting chicken and you want to stuff the cavity with a little bit.
Let's get to the salad because we're running out of time.
Okay, well, so you're having a gin and tonic pickle.
I was going to say, what's the tonic for? Oh, sorry, the gin.
So we instead of doing traditional pickles, we added a little bit of brine, but then we top it up with a 50-50 mix of gin and soda water. And great for an after-work snack or going in a cocktail if you're doing gin and tonics on the patio.
Like that, nice.
So when you have all these pickles and you run out of space in your fridge because all you have is pickle juice left.
Don't toss that out.
You have a shelf like this, right?
You do. What do you throw in there?
Pickle juice and then some tahini.
Tahini?
Okay, so this is sesame seed.
You can get tahini anywhere, right?
You can get tahini anywhere.
Got a minute left here, Steve.
And we're just going to squirt a little bit in like that. Right. You're going to give it a little shake. It'll emulsify quite quickly. Okay. And then you've got this beautiful little salad dressing, and then we can just...
That's all the salad dressing. That's all you need, the pickle juice and the tahini?
And there's a great combination of flavor between the tahini and the pickle juice.
What do you got in this salad here?
So we've got some chickpeas. So these are dried chickpeas that we soaked overnight. There's some crumbled feta, and then some romaine. And then you've got this beautiful salad. And... so what can we do to finish that off?
Throw some blueberries on there.
We can throw some blueberries on top.
Throw some, what about some onions on there too?
We can throw some onions on top.
Great idea, Steve. And
Zooma Catering. And look at that.
Great to see you. Okay, we'll hook up all these recipes with our website, cach.com/morninglive. Back to the pickles. Can I treat you to a pickle?
Absolutely. It's got to be cocktail hour somewhere, right?
I know, buddy.
Thank you.